Hey guys, it's me KSMR here, and today I'm going to be reading a Eita or Eita. I think I'm gonna say Eita X reader. This one is titled "The Act of Falling In and Out of Love," and this is a male reader. I just really wanted to read this because the title sounds really interesting. So yeah. So without further ado, let's get right on into the video. YN never believed in love. He just couldn't understand it. How could someone love one person and one person only? No matter who else came and went in their life, all his life, he had been surrounded by nothing but failed love. His parents, his grandparents, hell, even his own siblings. They all thought they were in love, only for their hearts to completely and utterly be shattered, leaving them broken and lost. Even in his own relationships, he had never been successful. He's had moments where he thought maybe love was real, but that just didn't feel right to him. Not even a week into all of these relationships, though, someone else would catch his eye, and that would be the end of it. YN didn't believe in love. That was, until he became hopelessly infatuated with him. When he had asked where he planned to go to high school, YN didn't have his answer. Shiratorizawa, obviously. I'm gonna play volleyball, and I'm gonna be on the top. He had seen previous matches on TV of Shiratorizawa against other teams that he had never bothered to remember. He didn't see a reason why. The other teams never won anyways. They had no purpose, and when they walked off the court at the end of the match, he had decided that he wanted to go to Shiratorizawa and become powerful. He didn't believe that he would actually get accepted. He wanted to be powerful, but he didn't feel like the others believed that he had potential to be something great. A month before high school had started, he was handed a letter at breakfast. He had been accepted to attend Shiratorizawa. High school wasn't particularly difficult for YN as he thought it would be. He had passed all of his classes with flying colors, easily becoming an all-A student. The boy didn't care too much about his classes though. Nothing was interesting to him, but volleyball had his attention. The team was just as he had imagined, strong, intelligent, and absolutely tiring. YN let out deep puffs as he took a sip of his water bottle, resting against the gym wall. The coach had made him run 3 miles to see what they were made of, to see if they were cut out to be on the team, like for a powerhouse like Shiratorizawa. People were dropping like flies, coach telling them that they had to work on their physical build if they wanted to become powerful, to be strong. YN was nervously waiting around for his turn to be told to leave, that he wasn't cut off of the team. It's last name, right? A voice sounded as a pair of sneakers entered his vision as he stared at the floor, stopping right in front of him. His head shot up, coming face to face with another first year. He was a male. The male was taller than he was, with ash blonde hair and piercing brown eyes. When the other rows of eyebrows at him When the other rose his eyebrows at him, YN realized that he was asking a question and felt his face heat up. Ah, yes, that's me. And you are? He trailed off, waiting for the other first year to introduce himself. I'm Semi Eita. Nice to meet you. You're also a first year as well, correct? YN nodded as Semi made himself comfortable beside him against the wall. What made you decide to come to Shiratorizawa? Semi asked, stretching his legs out in front of him. YN's tired and lazy expression formed a serious one at the question. He turned around and looked at the other male with a determined look in his eyes. I came here to become strong. I want to be on top. I want people to get chills whenever they hear my name, whenever they see me on the court. He furrowed his eyebrows. I came here to win. Semi stared at him blankly before a smirk began to make its way onto his face. He reached out and slapped YN lightly on the back, his eyes glinting with the light of the gym. That makes 2 of us. Before he could reply, a whistle sounded throughout the gym. Immediately, all the remaining students quieted and turned towards the coach, waiting anxiously. Now that I have everyone's attention, I managed to narrow down the options for the people that would qualify for the team. The coach cleared his throat, flipping a page on his clipboard before he read off the names. YN could tell that he was nearing the end of his list, and his name was yet to be called. Semi was near the top, but he was giving YN side glances and he could feel the others were radiating off of him. He probably could. And lastly, last name, first name. Congratulations, you're all new members of Shiratorizawa's male volleyball club. YN let out a sigh or a breath of relief as he didn't. YN let out a breath of relief that he didn't know he was holding in as Semi turned to him with a grin. Looking forward to playing with you, teammate. By his second year, YN had improved his skills greatly. He even managed to make it as a sub for the first year, or for the first lineup. But his newfound skills came with newfound feelings. Feelings that scared the ever-living shit out of him. He didn't know what to call it, but he knew that he only felt this way around a certain setter. Semi had become easily his best friend during his first year, and halfway through this year, YN was starting to feel different around him. He wasn't exactly sure what he was feeling. All he knew is that he definitely didn't mind it. When he was asking the advice on the matter from When he was asking the others for their advice on the matter, he was giving one answer he never thought he would hear. And he never wanted to hear. You like him, they said. You're definitely developing feelings for him, they said. You are definitely You are definitely in love with him. Love doesn't exist, he said. He wasn't sure if he believed that anymore. Halfway through his first year, YN had accepted that, yes, he was in love with Semi, and decided to do something about it. He confessed. When the words first left his mouth, YN thought that he was going to run away, that he didn't return his feelings. I knew it, he said bitterly. Love doesn't exist. His thoughts were cut off as a soft pair of lips connected with his own. YN and Semi were together for the rest of high school and into college, moving into a small apartment together instead of staying in dorms. They had been lucky to get accepted to the same school. They were truly happy, and YN truly loved him. He didn't understand how love worked just a few years ago, but now he did. He'd seen his fair share of attractive men over the years, but he hasn't felt the need to flirt with them like he used to. He couldn't imagine loving anyone other than the man he was currently with. He was in love, but over the years, YN seemed to have forgotten just how easy it was to fall back out of love. It had happened in his life before. He was very aware of the signs that meant that your lover was drifting away, and YN was afraid that was what was going on. In their third year of college, and up until then, they hadn't had any problems in their relationship. Nearing the end of their junior year was when he began to notice. The two of them had practically stopped all sorts of communication. It had started with just a little bit less talking than usual, not many texts and phone calls. Then they stopped eating and studying together. Friday night movie nights stopped happening, and Semi began to sleep in his own bed instead of the one that he shared with YN. He convinced himself that his boyfriend was just going through a rough time, like a family member passing away and not wanting to mention it because it would make him sadder. Looking back at it now, YN couldn't help but feel pathetic. He was seated on the couch in their living room, Semi standing in front of him, fiddling with his fingers nervously. He told the other one that they needed to talk. Are you just gonna stand there twiddling your thumbs, or are you gonna say what you need to say? YN asked, raising his eyebrow as he tried to keep his cool. Semi nodded, his hands pulling it apart. He started, looking away from him. Before I start, I wanted to say that I thought about this long and hard before making a final decision. Eita, what? And it wasn't that I never loved you, because, fuck, I loved you more than anything in this world. Loved. YN hated that he used a past tense here. It told him exactly what he knew was gonna say. Eita, listen, and honestly, I think it's best for not just me, but for you as well. I tried. I really did. But it's hard to keep going. I really did, YN, and Eita, YN called, standing up and grabbing him by the shoulders. Please, he said, looking him in the eyes as he tried his best to keep his tears from falling down. Please, he repeated, just tell me what you're gonna say. Please, just get it over with. The other nodded, and Semi hit him with a sentence that he knew was coming. He knew this would happen, but he should have seen this coming. To think that he would have believed that they would be happy forever. I think we should break up, YN. I'm sorry. I knew it, he said, or he thought bitterly. Love doesn't exist. It's nothing but a fairy tale. Ow. Pain? What the fuck? Yo, Semi, why did you break up with me? What the fuck? Anyways, that was sad. I mean, I should have guessed it by the title, because it says Falling Out of Love. I was just hoping that part would not happen, but unfortunately it did. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I haven't done a Semi one on this channel, so I hope you guys do enjoy. This is also a male reader, so like, watch like 3 people watch this, because I have like, I'm pretty sure like 95% of my viewers are female, but the few people that were actually guys that watched my last video that was a male reader, they did enjoy it. So this is for you guys, because you guys deserve more readers, because honestly it's sad. Why is there like barely any, honestly? So I'm gonna be delivering those for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you tap the like button and the subscribe button, and wait, I did that in the wrong order. Tap the subscribe button and the notification button so you can get notified every single time I post a video. And also tap the like button so you can get, wait, that's wrong. Tap the like button because that is something for the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys are here by the end of the video, I really appreciate it. You guys are the real MVP here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Jeez. Goodbye.